Well, in a bittersweet victory for US veterans, Joe Biden has signed a bill expanding healthcare benefits for those who have been exposed to burn pits in Iraq and Afghanistan. The massive pits were used to burn waste, everything from trash to munitions to hazardous chemicals, releasing carcinogenic toxins into the air that officials say have caused short and long-term health conditions in those deployed near them.
Sergeant First Class Heath Robinson wasn't at the White House to see the bill named for him become law, making health care and disability benefits available to as many as 3.5 million veterans who were exposed to burn pits. But his daddy doll was. Heath's daughter Brielle, now 9, clutching it as she stood with President Joe Biden and her mom Danielle at the signing ceremony.
She takes it everywhere she goes since Daddy's passing. And it's been with us on, trips and some vacations. It's been to the beach.
Robinson died of a rare lung cancer in 2020 after prolonged exposure to the toxic smoke from the burn pits the military used to dispose of trash, including plastics and other known carcinogens, doused in jet fuel, both in Iraq and Kosovo, where he served in the Ohio National Guard. And Brielle was watching as her father's illness took its toll.
And she at times found her daddy in pools of blood on the bathroom floor from his uncontrollable bloody noses. If he got one, they would last for sometimes an hour or two. She saw so much that a 3, 4, 5-year-old should not have to see.
Retired Army Captain Leroy Torres suffered what was widely dismissed as a rocky crud almost immediately after deploying.
And they told me the same thing. So you're going through the Iraqi crud, your body, you're acclimatizing to the environment. It's going to take you a couple of weeks. But I was quarantined for three days with horrific respiratory infection.
While you were in the combat zone?
Yes.
So you were already feeling it there?
Right.
And then later what happened?
Then the headaches. I started waking up with the headaches in the morning towards the end of my deployment. And I remember coming back home, and 3 weeks after I was home, I was in the emergency room.
Torres later had to quit his job in law enforcement after he was too sick to work, and he nearly ended his life in 2016. He had served in Balad, where the burn pit was 10 acres in size. Major Bo Biden of the Delaware Army National Guard served nearly a year not far away and spent time in Balad. He died of brain cancer in 2015.
My son Bo was one of them.
Biden has long said he believes burn pits killed his son.
Because of his exposure to burn pits, in my view, I can't prove it yet, he came back with stage 4 glioblastoma.
Now, veterans and their families don't have to prove a connection. For 23 new conditions, including glioblastoma, the VA will give them the benefit of the doubt so they can receive care and, in some cases, disability benefits. All veterans who get care through the VA will be screened for toxic exposure, and there's funding for expanded research.
So the whole idea when President Lincoln established the Veterans Administration was that we're going to take care of our vets and their family members long after the war is over. And that's the cost of war.
But it took so long to get here. Before media stories on burn pits first began popping up in 2008, the Pentagon knew breathing in these fumes could be dangerous, but kept using burn pits. Many service members described their symptoms being ignored or misdiagnosed within the VA system, forcing them to seek expensive outside care.
And having so many doors shut on our face, the delay and denial, being told that it's in my head.
We did our job, they need to do theirs.
The final hurdle last month, as desperate veterans and their allies took to sleeping on the Capitol steps to pressure Republicans to clear a roadblock in the Senate as their most vocal supporter, comedian and activist Jon Stewart, led a shame campaign.
America's heroes who fought in our wars, outside sweating their asses off, with oxygen, battling all kinds of ailments, while these sit in the air conditioning, walled off from any of it.
The end result, an overwhelmingly bipartisan vote in the Senate, 86-11, after sailing through the House. Anger, sadness, and loss channeled into change. by veterans and their family members, like Heath Robinson's mother-in-law, Susan Zier.
So today, for me, this means I fulfilled my promise to him, his dying wish, and he can now rest in peace.